The year 2000X AD. Household robots Rock and Roll were created by master robot designer Dr. Light and were enjoying their peaceful days. Then one day, the industrial robots all over the world went on a rampage, and the world fell into total chaos. Dr. Light quickly realized that mad scientist Dr. Wily was behind the nefarious deed, but he didn't know what to do. Rock, having a strong sense of justice, volunteered to be converted into a fighting robot. Thus, the super robot Mega Man was born. Mega Man shattered Dr. Wily's plans 3 times, and world peace has been maintained so far, but history repeats itself. Dr. Cossack, a mysterious scientist, has invented 8 powerful robots and sent them after Mega Man. Mega Man starts for the battle again, this time equipped with a powerful new Mega Buster. What's happening, guys? I'm Speedy Spectrum, and welcome to my Let's Play of Mega Man 4. Can you believe we're on the 4th game already? What a wild journey it's been so far. And, yeah, it's been pretty great. Once again, we have 8 robot masters to pursue. And as usual, you can take them on in any order, but let's face it, everyone goes after Toadman for obvious reasons. If you know, you know. We're transported to what I can only assume is some sort of dam, and we're confronted with some new enemies. That bird is called Swallown. Those smaller birds are called Co-Swallows. The smaller birds dive after you. By the way, that thing that looks like a meteor with an umbrella is a Rakasur. Now, this rain is not for decoration. It does play a factor. As you can see, whenever you jump, you get pushed back slightly. So you need to be a little more careful with your jumps. You don't have as much range as you would normally. As I'm jumping on these platforms, I guess I should talk a little more about Mega Man 4 and how it ranks compared to the other Mega Man games. Mega Man 4 is not thought of as highly as its 3 predecessors, but I still think it's a pretty good game. As per usual, it introduces new elements. For example, the pea shooter of Doom has now been converted into the Mega Buster. What does that mean? If you hold down the B button for a while and wait until Mega Man flashes, you will fire off a more powerful shot that inflicts greater damage. And we're going to need that Mega Buster to fight a particular enemy in this stage. This thing is called a Puyoyan. It's like an amoeba that walks on the ceiling. That hopping rat is called a Rattan, which may or may not lend its name to an enemy in Mega Man Battle Network, and rather irritating enemy at that. Just like the rain, this flowing water pushes you in a particular direction, so time your jumps carefully. If you do that, this stage isn't that bad. The only reason I've been taking damage is because I'm being rather clumsy and impatient. But hey, what else is new? Down here is a mini-boss. This giant snail is called Escaroo. It has 2 attacks. It can either throw bombs at you, or it can launch its eyes, which are obviously its weak point. Because if video game logic has taught me anything, shooting an enemy in the eyes is usually a good idea. That's what they teach in Zelda anyway. It takes a lot of hits, so just be patient. In fact, it takes about 6 charged Mega Buster shots, so it's pretty darn durable. Okay, we've got another one, except now we have to battle the current, which is loads of fun. Typically, if you're close, it will hurl a bomb. If you're far away, it tends to shoot its eyes at you. Now, you can trick the eyes into going in a particular direction by jumping right at the last moment, so it will fire straight across instead of downward. Okay, we're pretty close to the end of the stage. Oh, yes, you are a new enemy. This is Gyotot, the fish that jumps out of water and tries to bite you. Watch out for the death spikes. They aren't friendly. Now, this is kind of a tricky jump because jump in. Oh, wow, I actually managed to avoid him. That's awesome. Well, my bliss was short-lived, wasn't it? Yeah. All that work, and I get stopped by a concussion on a platform. Except I don't know if robots can get concussions. Unfortunately, that means I have to deal with you again. Once again, watch where you jump, and make sure you don't accidentally jump into his eyes. How can eyes hurt you anyway? I mean, it's one thing if you fire lasers out of your eyes, but if you launch them at your opponent, how can that conceivably damage Mega Man? Be honest. Maybe they're made of a super durable material, which explains why he can't shoot through them when they're closed. I don't know. Worth talking about, maybe? I could talk about it, but I'm a robot on a mission. Okay, let's see if we can handle this a little better. Okay, yeah, this is where I fell last time. Yes! I made it! Good. Thankfully, I don't have to do any more jumps like that. All right, we are at the end of the stage. And that, to me, is a breather. Toadman suffers from a tragic flaw. His stage is more difficult than he is. Being a toad, he likes to jump. And he will jump every time you shoot him. All you have to do is run back and forth and hit him with the pea shooter of doom, and he will never attack you. The only way you could be conceivably damaged is if you run into him. When he wiggles his booty, that's an indication that he will use his rain flush. And if he does get it off, you can't dodge it because it hits the entire screen. But just keep up this pattern, and you'll dissect him. All right! 1 Robot Master down and 7 to go. As usual, when you defeat a Robot Master, you get their weapon. And take a look at this weapon obtain/gain screen. Whoa! It's all Tron with its 3D electric grid. We get the Rain Flush, which is a really nice weapon. Not only that, we also get the Rush Marine. Yes, indeed. Our faithful robotic dog companion has returned. We're going to head back to the stage select screen. We could continue and go through the stage again, but there are no E-tanks for us to collect. All right. Now that we've defeated our first Robot Master, who will we go after next? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out. See you next time.